The basic idea that was the starting point of this development was, at the beginning, a very simple idea to open a series with a total eclipse of the sun, because we found that this is always a very bizarre and strange phenomenon that has always triggered and puzzled people throughout ages. So even though today we know that what an eclipse is, we still wanted to have that at the beginning of our show, and because also it has quite a symbolic value that was interesting for us, because we intended to put some struggle between light and good and evil, light and darkness in the show. We found that it was a good way to open and begin a series with that. So the series begins with a group of young teenagers that decided to gather to attempt the event. And while the moon obstructs the sunlight and it becomes dark, one girl will be, as you have seen, accidentally shot by a boyfriend. And when light comes back, of course, the boys and girls realize what they have done, and the girl is quite severely wounded. So they go crazy. They try to find some signal to call out the rescues, but they can't. So, but while doing this, the wounded girl will disappear. But she does so in a place where there is literally nothing. I mean, not even a tree, like 4 miles around. And this is the point that this is a mystery that triggers the investigation that will be led by 2 female local officers. For us, producers, from this moment on, we had basically 3 main ideas to lead the show. First, we wanted this series to be shot in a very special location that is, I don't think, well known by many people, internationally speaking, but that is quite deeply rooted in our French culture. And it's called Aubrac. Those are very high plateau, quite desert and very isolated, very wild. And we knew that those landscapes and sceneries were magnificent and very particular. And we wanted these sceneries and landscape to not only to add a cinematographic value to the show, but also to put a pressure on the plot and the characters. And we decided to, and we were interested by that. The second idea was that we wanted this series to be set up in a community of farmers, because we wanted to collide the usual codes of an investigation show with something more socially grounded, let's say. And the third idea was that we wanted this community to be very small, like very bounded. We wanted ties everywhere, ties between the police officials and the witnesses and the suspects. We wanted to have the feeling that everybody would know everyone. So at least they would believe that they would know everyone. And of course, this investigation would turn this belief completely upside down, leading back to the symbolic value of the eclipse, where this kind of event would throw a shadow on the main character of the series, but also a light on others, allowing them to start a new life. Thank you.
So to complete Christophe's words, why this show is particularly interesting. So as you have seen in the trailer, the 2 main protagonists are Manu and Johanna, played by Anne Charrier and Claire Kame, that I'm sure you've seen in other French shows. So they are the 2 female police officers in charge of this investigation that lands right on the doorstep. What is interesting is that they are not only colleagues, but also very good friends, meaning that the stakes are not only professional for them, but also very personal, especially that their children are involved in different ways. Manu's son is an immediate suspect, and Joanna's daughter is a key witness. So, of course, tension will arise between the two, even if friendship and solidarity will take over. What we also like is the intergenerational aspect of the show, with a very good balance between adults and youngsters' characters, which makes the series really compelling and attractive across all audience targets. And this is something with Christophe that we have already experienced with one of your previous shows, La Forêt, which was also featuring teenage characters and adult characters. And it proved to be extremely successful, both for traditional, as we call them, networks, as for platforms, and in that case, it was Netflix. And we see exactly the same kind of potential for this show, diving into young people's secrets that adults are far from imagining. We all know that the mind of a teenager can be more mysterious and puzzling than the sun covering the moon. So we can't wait to make you discover this show. We'll have the 6 episodes ready to be shared before summer. You won't need any special glasses, just a good seat to enjoy L'Eclipse. Thank you.
Thank you, Christophe. Thank you, Emmanuel.